We welcome you to Warren Wilson College on a 55-degree sunny afternoon. In fall has arrived here in Western North Carolina. Soccer time on the Owl Sports Network. Today is your Warren Wilson Owls take on the Point Skyhawks. Hi, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Or glad to be back with you. If you were around for the ladies' game, women fell 2-1 to West Virginia Tech earlier today. Let's get to the starters now for the Point Skyhawks, who come in at 1-6-1, the NAIA members of the Appalachian Athletic Conference. The keeper is number 30, Tony Olvera, a senior 5'8" from Mexico. Also starting for the Skyhawks, number 5, Coy Benton, a sophomore 5'7" from Canton, Georgia. Number 9, Giovanni Villa, a senior 5'6" from Dalton, Georgia. Number 10, Phil Pressgrove, a senior 6'2" from Peachtree City, Georgia. Number 13, Rick Haley, a freshman 5'8" from Auburn, Alabama. Number 14, Frederico D. Araberg, hopefully I got that right, or close to it anyway, senior 5'5" from Uruguay. Number 9, Joey Knight, sophomore 6'1" from Thomaston, Georgia. Number 24, Ricky Gilliard Jr., freshman 5'11" from Hinesville, Georgia. Number 26, Sam Robeson, a freshman 5'11" from England. Number 12, Dominique Kirkley, a freshman 5'8" from Georgia. And that rounds out the starters for the Skyhawks. Meanwhile, the starters for your Warren Wilson Owls, the keeper, number 0, Jose Pablo, junior 5'9", 180 from Coral Springs, Florida. Number 3, Zach Ross, sophomore 6'1", 175 from Lincoln, Nebraska. Number 5, Jack Burke, a freshman 150 from Asheville, North Carolina. Number 7, Carlos Howard, a freshman. Number 8, Graham Wilkinson, a senior 6'1", 170 from Naples, Florida. Number 10, Enrique Timas, a senior 5'10", 150 from Williamsburg, Virginia. Number 11, Jackson Grimm, junior 6'4", 215 pounds from Columbus, Indiana. Number 13, Alan Salazar, a senior from Gastonia, North Carolina. Number 14, Dylan Callahan, a sophomore 6'1" from Cincinnati, Ohio. Number 15, Landon Dillingham, a junior 5'9", 135 pounds from Weaverville, North Carolina. So that rounds out the starters for both teams. As you see, the Skyhawks will possess first this afternoon as we're just about set to go. And we're underway. Point 1-6-1 on the year. The Owls come in at 2-5, and the Skyhawks in the dark blue, the Owls in the white. So it's backwards from what it looks like on your scoreboard. So just underway. It was a quick turnaround after the women's game. And everybody's kind of disorganized right now, as you might be able to tell. Kirkley goes out of play. Last touch by Carlos Howard, I believe. Jackson Grimm clears it. Owls battling for it now. There's Wilkinson with the ball, trying to get it forward. Skyhawks able to get it back. Skyhawks NAIA members, a good ball, a long ball. That's going to be cleared by Grimm. Timas. Timas will throw it in now. Carlos Howard couldn't really do too much with it. Skyhawks able to get it back. Haley looking to get it back on the 1-2. Wilkinson will play it back to the keeper, Jose Pablo. Some good pressure from Phil Pressgrove. We'll talk about Pressgrove as the day goes on. That's going to be cleared by Gilliard. So a throw up coming for Warren Wilson over on the far side of your screen. Burke. And another turnover now. D'Armaberg looking to get it forward. Foul is called. And it'll be a free kick now for the Skyhawks. So the foul goes on Warren Wilson here in the 3rd minute. Opportunity for the Skyhawks now. It'll be taken by Robeson. Robeson booms it into the box, and it goes off the foot of Kirkley and out of play for a goal kick. Jose Pablo, 3.83 goals against average, has stopped 70% of his shots that he has faced. 53 saves on the season, is 18th in the USCAA. It'll be Grimm to take the free kick. Booms it down the pitch, volleyed out by Gilliard. On the counterattack now, D'Armaberg. That ball headed by Jackson Grimm. Over on the far side now, Knight. And that's cleared, so another throw. Here's Pressgrove just outside of the box. Pressgrove with Grimm on him. Grimm able to clear. And that's a big clear by the Owls there. All right, my camera guy's here finally, so I can focus back on play-by-play. Do me a favor, camera guy, zoom in a little bit once you catch your breath, because I zoomed out all the way. I want to be about a little tighter than that. So the Skyhawks now going forward here in the 5th minute. Villa's ball headed out by Burke. Header by Haley. Now Temus with the volley. Down the pitch. Giving it a look, Chris Hawley. So Hawley also getting the start today for the Owls. Hawley, the freshman, scored his first goal in the Owls' last game, a 7-1 defeat against Tennessee Temple. So Hawley trying to make something happen, could not. Gilliard now. Far side of center circle, Dillingham trying to make something happen. And it goes out of play, so a throw-up coming. Well, who does Warren Wilson have to look out for today? He and Grimm are battling right now. It's Phil Pressgrove. Pressgrove on the season, 9 goals. That's 14th best in the NAIA. Averages around 4.5 shots per game. That's 10th best in the NAIA. And 2.9 shots on goal per game. That's 7th best in the NAIA. So Pressgrove has been the best attacking player for the Point Skyhawks. And as I mentioned, for the Skyhawks, they come in 1-6-1, but they lost all 5 of their last games by 1 goal each time. That has got to be frustrating for head coach Saulo França. Ball into the box. It's headed and just getting his fingertips on it. Jose Pablo with a terrific play. I think that might have been headed by a Warren Wilson player. It goes behind for a corner kick. 7th minute now. Villa will take the corner kick for the Skyhawks. 2 assists on the season so far. And Alan Salazar volleys it out of danger. D'Armaberg tried to make something happen. Again, it's cleared down the pitch. Robeson. Carlos Howard battling with Robeson. Robeson able to gain possession, though. Played it back. Kirkley, the right back. Villa. Temus. And that's going to be cleared right past us and over into the woods. So Temus will throw it in now for the Owls. Carlos Howard looking to get it to Hawley instead of turnover. Haley with the ball. Owls able to get it back. Temus playing it forward. Carlos Howard will get there first. Howard with the cross. He's got Ross on the far side. Ross with the header. No real threat of danger there, though, if you're a Skyhawks fan, as it is safely cleared out. Skyhawks now getting the ball back. Here in the 8th minute, 0-0. Glad you could be with us wherever you're watching from today. We certainly do appreciate it. Gear with the clear, and I thought it went off of the Skyhawks. But they give the Skyhawks the throw, so the throw goes to Benton, the midfielder. Wilkinson applying some pressure. Flick down the pitch now. d'Arenberg. Jackson Grimm gets there first, and Grimm will clear it into the brush. 55 degrees here today. Oh, good throw, and a nice shot by Benton. No. Second effort is in, though, and that is Pressgrove. Phil Pressgrove strikes in the 9th minute, his 10th goal of the season on the deflection, and it's 1-0 Skyhawks. Well, we said that he would be one to keep an eye on. After the first shot was taken by Coy Benton, Pressgrove able to get it on the deflection, and the Skyhawks lead it 1-0 here in the 9th minute. Pablo. That's headed by Benton. Now Dillingham forced to clear. d'Arenberg applying pressure. So it'll be a throw now. Haley. And what do we have here over on the far side? Foul called on Warren Wilson. Not sure what it was, but it gives the Skyhawks another opportunity here via a set piece just outside the box. d'Arenberg will throw it, or take the free kick, excuse me. Chips it into the box, headed out by Grimm. 10th minute. Carlos Howard now trying for a counterattack. Skyhawks defense, though, holds. Played back to Wilkinson. Wilkinson with the ball. Hawley trying to get there. And it's cleared out by Robeson, I believe. It was Robeson with the clear. Carlos Howard will throw it in over on the far side for the Owls. Goes back Dillingham. And that's going to go off the foot of Gear. Correction, I believe that's Knight. Carlos Howard now. Back to Dillingham. Hawley with the header. Howard. Grimm's pass is missed. Pressgrove now looking to get it forward. But Jackson Grimm is there. Plays it to Pablo. Grimm. Hawley trying to get there, and it's cleared by Robeson. Temis will throw it in now for Warren Wilson. 11th minute. Owls trailing it 1-0. Turnover now Pressgrove. Phil Pressgrove scored his 10th of the season moments ago. Beautiful ball to Domingo. Domingo! Well, had the right idea. Bad effort, though, as Domingo hits it wide left, and it goes for a goal kick. So the Skyhawks looking for their second there, and Jackson Grimm will take the free kick. Owls 1-3 here at home, defeated Southern State in their last home game 2 weekends ago. Owls' next game will also be at home. It's homecoming, as Berea will come to town. Over on the near side, Kirkley. Temis trying to get there. Kirkley gets it back, but it goes out of play. So Enrique will throw it in Enrique, 3 goals on the season, leads the team in that category. Hawley trying to get there. Too far forward for him, though, and that goes behind for a goal kick. Point Skyhawks from West Point, Georgia, about a 5-hour trip, a little bit south, a little bit west of Atlanta. Last year they won 10-7-1. They've already lost 6 games this year, but as I mentioned, their last 5 that they've lost have all come by 1 goal each time. In fact, their worst defeat was a 2-goal defeat. So, substitution now for Warren Wilson. Clark Goodling comes in. Dylan Callahan will come out. So, Clark Goodling is on, the sophomore 5'10" from Afton, Virginia. Over on the far side, Gilliard. D'Arenberg trying to make something happen now. This is Gear. Or, excuse me, Knight. Kirkley trying to work with it. Salazar is fouled. So another free kick, this time for Warren Wilson here in the 14th minute. Opportunity to try to make something happen via the set piece now for the Owls. So Wilkinson will take the free kick for Warren Wilson. Wilkinson chips it into the box. Grimm with a header, but hit it too far to the right. Owls able to keep it in play, but the defense holds for the Skyhawks. Now counterattack, maybe. D'Arenberg trying to make something happen. It's deflected off of Temas. Skyhawks like to play fast, so as I mentioned, 10-7-1 for Point last year. In 2012, they went 4-15-1. Good run by D'Arenberg. Crosses it in. Oh, the header! What a header it was by Villa, who scores. And Villa makes it 2-0 here in the 15th minute. Giovanni Villa, the senior from Dalton, Georgia, with his 2nd of the year. And just like that, it's 2-0 Skyhawks. So the Owls struggling a bit here at the outset. Facing tough pressure from Point. Pablo, that ball goes right out of play. And Point has kept up the attack now. Quick throw in. Pressgrove looking for the cross. And instead it goes behind for a goal kick. Well, folks, a reminder, our next broadcast is coming up on Tuesday on the Owl Sports Network. It's the women taking on Patrick Henry. That'll be at 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. 55 degrees today. It's supposed to be around 70 on Tuesday. Cold front came through, and it's still blowing its wind. Good ball to Pressgrove. Pressgrove in the box, tries for the shot. It's deflected behind, and it'll be a corner kick. So the Owls have to contend with a corner kick now here in the 16th minute. Villa will take it. Correction, Benton over on the far side will take the corner. Into the box, it's headed by Goodling. Villa keeps it alive now. D'Arenberg teed it up. Jackson Grimm gets it out of danger. Still an opportunity, though, for the Skyhawks. Ball to Pressgrove. Pressgrove, 1 goal already today, always a threat. But the Owls' defense holds that time. D'Arenberg now, over on the far side. And that is going to be out of play for a goal kick. 17th minute. Owls trailing at 2-0. Folks, don't forget to check WarrenWilsonOwls.com for game recap, stats, archive broadcast, interviews, stories, all that good stuff. WarrenWilsonOwls.com. Skyhawks trying to go forward. Carlos Howard at center circle. Dillingham facing some pressure. Boy, the Skyhawks really like to force it. That was cleared. D'Arenberg trying to win his appeal, but the Owls do get the throw. Here's Salazar at center circle. It's played back now. Pablo. That ball headed by Dillingham. And out of play. D'Arenberg. Salazar. Over on the far side, Goodling. Carlos Howard gets it back to Goodling, trying to play it forward to Hawley. Defense able to clear. That's going to go out of play off of Warren Wilson, so a throw now upcoming for the Skyhawks. Ball deflected again by the Owls, so we'll step 20 or 30 yards forward and do it again. That ball deflected. Here's Salazar. Good defense again. Gilliard. Owls able to get it forward, though. Ball by Wilkinson. Teamus gives it a run, but Olvera is there first. Tony Olvera, the senior, 2.25 goals against average this season. He's allowed 10 goals. He's only stopped 58% of the shots that he's faced, though. Wilkinson, now Salazar, and that's cleared out by Benton. In his career, though, Olvera, 2.89 goals against average. 71% of the shots he's seen, he's shut down. And he also has 4 clean sheets in his 4-year career. Olvera from San Luis, Mexico. 19th minute, 2-0 in favor of the Skyhawks. If you're just joining us, Phil Presgrove got a goal on a deflection in the 9th minute. Giovanni Villa scored in the 15th minute on a header. So the Skyhawks leading it 2-0. Owls trying to get something going here off the throw. It's a turnover. Headed by Burke. Alan Salazar. Grimm over on the near side. Dillingham. Wilkinson now. Hawley. Ross. Owls trying to make something happen, but the ball by Grimm too far out of play. It'll be a throw for the Skyhawks. Taken quickly. Presgrove keeps it in play. D'Arenberg looking to go back to Presgrove, but the offside flag is raised. 20th minute, 2-0. Folks, don't forget, YouTube is your home for Owls Athletics all season long. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, get text reminders, and be able to add the games and reminders on your calendars as well. So be sure to do that. Burke, Salazar now. Grimm looking to get it forward. It's headed by Gilliard. I'll stay with it. Goodling over to Burke. Jackson Grimm now. D'Arenberg applying some pressure. Owls good passing here in this sequence at least. Carlos Howard trying to get there. It's cleared by Gilliard again. He's been all over the pitch here in this first half. 21st minute. Teamus will throw it in on the clear. Hawley, Carlos Howard fires it, cleared out. Dillingham, low ball, but a little bit wide left and behind for a goal kick. Warren Wilson averaging just over 9 shots per game, 6.4 shots on goal. They rank in the top 20 in the USCAA in shot on goal percentage, so they've been on point. Here's some pressure now from the Owls. Point Kirkley on the near side. It's played back now. Olvera, the keeper. Over on the far side, it goes out of play over the line, so the Owls will get a throw. So Temus will throw it in. Holly in the box. Salazar flips it forward, cleared out by the Skyhawks. Jackson Grimm. Temus now. Dillingham. That ball headed out by Gilliard. Here's Haley now for the Skyhawks. Coming from behind, Wilkinson. Sliding in is Grimm. Wilkinson is hurt. They play on. Robeson with the ball over on the near side. It's Kirkley. Wilkinson is up, by the way. Villa leaves it back. Shot is low. Deflection. And now the Owls trying to counter here. Here's Holly. Holly, too many defenders around him, though. Ball cleared down the far side. 24th minute. 21:57 left to play here in the half. Coming up at halftime, we will have another player profile. Jackson Grimm will join us. So stick around for that coming up at the half. Foul is called. Owls looking to take the quick free kick. Instead, the official makes him wait. So Jackson Grimm will take the free kick at center circle. And that'll be cleared out by the Skyhawks. Skyhawks had a couple of number changes that we weren't able to get to in time. Foul is called on Warren Wilson. Well, I'm surprised they didn't play the advantage there, because the Skyhawks had a good thing going. Anyways, we had Robeson as number 25. There's also a 26 out there, and I don't have that number on my roster, unless that is Robeson, in which case I don't know who 25 is. We had about 3 minutes between games to actually get things together, so Temus with a header. Gilliard header, but just over the crossbar and behind for a goal kick. 25th minute. So the point I'm trying to make is, if you're a Skyhawks fan, and I'm not calling out your player, it's because I don't know who they are. We tried. We tried at the beginning. Trust me, we tried. Pablo trying to make something happen. Skyhawks still pushing forward, though. Pressgrove. D'Arenberg appeals for a handball. Go unheeded. Temus gets it now. Jackson Grimm with Pressgrove applying some pressure. Temus on the volley. That's deflected off of point. Jackson Grimm will play it back to Pablo. Grimm, Haley now. Here's Pressgrove. D'Arenberg. Haley tried it on the volley. Was it deflected? No, they say, so it is a goal kick. Oh, the wind has been blowing strong. You could probably hear it in my headset all afternoon. The wind has been coming. Fall has come with a flurry here in western North Carolina. Today, the temperature dropped 38 degrees from where we were this time yesterday. There's a ball. Pressgrove trying to get there first. Couple of volleys by the Owls to get it out. First by Grimm, then by Wilkinson. Ball played back to the keeper, Olvera. Hawley applying some pressure. Olvera has to get it away. It's a difficult pass, handled though by Robeson over on the near side. Robeson looking to get it down to Villa. Villa scored the second goal of the match. Clark Goodling all over him. Haley. Benton. Low ball. Dillingham wins it. Temis, now Howard to Wilkinson over on the far side of your screen. Graham Wilkinson. Temis. And again, the defense over on the far side able to hold. Grimm. Clark Goodling. Ross, now Hawley trying to get there. Benton gets there first though. Benton with the ball down the far side. D'Arenberg gets around one defender. D'Arenberg's got Pressgrove, but the defense from Burke able to hold. And Burke able to clear. Pressgrove would have been one-on-one had he been able to get the ball. Haley, D'Arenberg. And that's deflected behind. It'll be a corner kick now. So corner will be taken on the far side. 29th minute. Skyhawks leading at 2-0, looking for more here. Wilkinson, Benton into the box. Benton, low dribbler, that's cleared out. I don't think Pablo saw it. Villa. Villa with Ross on him. Fakes Ross out. Villa chips it. Header by Pressgrove goes the wrong way. And Temis booms it out of danger. We will have a couple of subs come on for Skyhawks. Skyhawks, it's an international flair for points. 3 players from England, 1 from Brazil, Colombia, 2 from Mexico, 1 from Uruguay, and if you consider Puerto Rico international, then Puerto Rico as well. Although certainly you can argue against that. Wilkinson, Benton now plays it back to Gilliard. Now it goes all the way back to Olvera. Olvera, one of the 2 that hails from Mexico, and over on the far side, Knight, the left back, upset with the keeper as the bad pass goes out of play. 2 subs coming on for Warren Wilson. Hawley's going to come out, as is Ross. Coming on, Alex Chia. And also on is Marley Howard. Temis, ball into the box, that's headed out. Salazar. Alex Chia. Ball deflected by Kirkley and won by Villa. Villa surveys things. Good ball. Boy, the passing by Point has been on point here. Kirkley, and Kirkley's called for the foul. So that'll give the Owls a free kick. Or they said it went over the line, so a throw up coming now for the Owls. Haley. Goodling trying for the clear. It's deflected out of play. And it'll be another throw for Warren Wilson. 31st minute. And it's still 2-0. Salazar. Looking to get it to Temis over on the far side of your screen. Again, stick around at halftime. Jackson Grimm will join us. So Jackson Grimm, our guest at the half. Another player profile, ball into the box, but Pablo is there first. Temus now. 32nd minute. Temus looking to get it back from Howard. Too far for him, though. Marley Howard to Carlos Howard. Back to Marley. And a turnover as the Skyhawks come up with it now. Ball forward. Kirkley trying to get there. Kirkley and Grimm tied up. Kirkley and Grimm wins that physical battle. Villa flicks it. Pressgrove header, but it'll be short of the post and behind for a goal kick. 33rd minute, 12-13 left to play here in the first half. Persheman here with you. This NAIA versus USC AA matchup. Owls at 2-5 on the season. Pretty good record, all things considered. They've had injuries. They've not had the depth that they had really hoped or thought they would have. Skyhawks, meanwhile, have been in all of their games. Here's a shot by Wilkinson on the turnover. Good effort, but just a little bit too high and behind for a goal kick. As I was saying before Graham Wilkinson interrupted me, Skyhawks have been in all of their games, but they've won only one of them. Looking good here this afternoon, though. Their lone win of the season, FYI, 2-1 against Clearwater Christian. That came on September 5th. They also have a 0-0 draw against Bruton Parker. Villa applying some pressure now. Is Goodling able to get it back to Pablo. Wilkinson at center circle, colliding with two different Skyhawks, and now he's going to be called for a foul. 35th minute. And Wilkinson's going to be shown a yellow card as well. So it'll be a free kick for the Skyhawks. Folks, don't forget, you can become friends with the Owls on Facebook. Search Warren Wilson Owls. You can also interact with us during the broadcast as well on Facebook and on Twitter. Free kick will be taken by Benton. Benton gets it into the box. It's cleared by Jackson Grimm, though. D'Arenberg now. Looking to get it in. Headed by Grimm. Salazar. Trying to get it forward. Temus volleys it, but it goes out of play, and Temus and the official almost collide as the official caught the ball out of play. Quick throw by the Skyhawks. Taken back. Carlos Howard looking for Enrique, but a little bit too far to his right and out of play. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, as we have about 9:48 left until the half, Jackson Grimm will join us. Another player profile that's coming up at halftime, so stick around for that. Salazar at center circle. Temus on the far side. D'Arenberg applying pressure. Temus back to Dillingham. Salazar again. Dillingham. Marley Howard. Burke. Howard able to hold off the defenders. The Owls try to get forward. Carlos Howard. Temus, the offside flag is up though, so it'll be a free kick for the Skyhawks. Points in the middle of a 3-game road trip. They lost 1-0 to Middle Georgia State last Thursday, and they'll finish up against an AAC foe. They'll be at Bryan College on October the 8th. So it's a road trip, 3-game road trip, but the games are certainly scattered about a bit. Grimm with the ball. Temus now outside the box. Temus crosses it in, and that's going to be headed behind by the defender for the Skyhawks. It'll be the second corner kick of the match for Warren Wilson. Here in the 37th minute, Marley Howard will take it. Marley Howard, the leading point man for the Owls with 7 points, 2 goals and 3 assists on the year, as Howard looks for assist number 4 via the corner kick. And that is headed out by the defender, Knight. Goodling. Marley Howard. Headed out by Gilliard. Temus on the volley. Cleared out again by the Skyhawks. Here's Dillingham. 38th minute, 7:32 to go here in the half. Dillingham lost it. D'Arenberg. And the ball deflected, and we're going to have a stoppage here and a substitution for the Skyhawks. D'Arenberg will come out, and coming on is number 11, Simon Keeves. Keeves, a freshman from England, Birmingham, England to be exact. So Keeves making his first appearance here this afternoon in the 38th minute. That ball played down the pitch, and it'll be picked up by the keeper, Old Vera. Robeson gets it to Haley. Haley makes a move to keep Wilkinson off. Now Robeson with a run. Robeson, low ball, that's deflected, and Pablo dives to make a play on it. 39th minute. Potential problem averted there. 6:14 left to play now. Pablo. Drop kick is headed by Benton. Who will get there first? It's Burke who gets there first, and Burke will clear. Keeves will throw it in now over on the far side of your screen for the Skyhawks. The ball deflected, battling for it on the line. Haley and Burke. Haley. Now Keeves, too strong. And a goal kick upcoming for Warren Wilson here in the 40th minute. 5:30 left to go. Goodling, Grimm, bad pass. Now Kirkley. Villa, Salazar able to get it away. Salazar with a run, sliding in is Robeson, who makes a play on it. But just like that, the Owls give it right back. So the throw will be taken by Haley. Pressgrove looking to go back to Haley, a little bit too high for him. And it'll go behind, or out of play for a throw. Marley to Wilkinson, now Temus over on the far side of your screen. 41st minute, Temus with the ball into the box. Correction, just outside the box. Too far forward for Carlos Howard. And we'll have a goal kick. Benton with a good ball. This is going to be too much on it, though. Who will get there first? Keeves trying to run it down. And the dribbler goes for a goal kick. Pablo looking to take it quickly here. Temus. Wilkinson. And another turnover. Villa. Here's Kirkley. Robson. Villa just outside the box. Tries for the cross. And Pablo, boy, that hit the crossbar. Villa comes up on the deflection and hits it in the back of the net. Giovanni Villa, for the second time today, has scored. He scored in the 15th. He scores in the 42nd. And it's 3-0 Skyhawks. Well, the cross looked like it was going to go on the top of the crossbar. Then Pablo had to make a play. The defender had to come and help. And that gave Giovanni Villa all the time that he needed to make a play on the ball. And now the Skyhawks are going to get a throw here over on the far side. 42nd minute. 3:05 left to go. And that ball deflected out, so the Owls will get it. Salazar. Wilkinson trying to get it forward, headed back by the defender. And we have a foul called here that's going to go on the Skyhawks. 43rd minute, 2:30 left to play here in the first half. Again, stick around at halftime. Jackson Grimm will join us for a couple of minutes. Then we'll step aside for about 10 minutes or so, come back and give you the second half action right after that break. Ball bounces right to the keeper, Olvera. Trying to get the counterattack going is Point Villa. Villa with a good ball. Kirkley tried to get it into the box, coming from behind. Chia. And that's going to go out of play for a throw. So 1:39 left to go. Pablo. Gilliard. Villa. Pressgrove. Pressgrove with the shot. And that's just a bit too high as Pablo came out of the box. Phil Pressgrove, 10 goals now on the season. Scored in the 9th minute for the first Skyhawks goal. Phil Pressgrove came in 14th in the nation in the NAIA, I should say, in goals scored. 7th on shots on goal per game. 45th minute, 45 seconds left to play here in the half. I was trying to get to the half here and regroup. Gee, now. Marley Howard, Salazar, Carlos Howard. Benton gets it. Runs out of room though. 24 seconds left to go here in the half. Carlos Howard knocks it out of play. That'll likely do it here for the first half. It'll be a throw by the Skyhawks with 13 seconds left to go. So Point with 8 seconds left to go. Playing around on their side of the pitch. And that'll wrap it up for the first half. So Phil Pressgrove puts the Skyhawks up 1-0 in the 9th minute. Then Giovanni Villa with 2 goals in the 15th and 42nd minutes And it's the Skyhawks leading the Owls 3-0. Well, earlier this season, had a chance to talk to Jackson Grimm, so we're going to talk with Jackson here for a bit, and then we're going to step aside for about 10 minutes, come back and give you the second half right after this.
Hi everybody, welcome back. Those of you watching on YouTube, maybe at halftime or on WarrenWilsonOwls.com. Time for another player profile. We're here with Jackson Grimm, soccer player for the Owls. Jackson, thanks a lot for your time.
Yeah, no problem.
So give me a little background on yourself, how you got involved in soccer, where you're from, all that.
I'm from Southern Indiana, Columbus, Indiana. I've been playing soccer probably 15 years or so. Yeah, I started playing when I was younger, like with the dad being the coach. Played throughout club and then high school soccer. I had a really good high school team. My senior year we were state runners-up, which was a good time. Yeah, and then I came here and it seemed like the logical move to play for Mike.
Being from Southern Indiana, give me an insight as to how true Parks and Recreation is to the actual area. Have you seen the show?
I actually haven't. I've only heard. I've heard it's really funny. Yeah.
All right, I won't ask about that then. So what made you choose Warren Wilson?
I was really drawn to their outdoor leadership program. That's definitely something I'm passionate about. And also the area. The area is beautiful. I love Asheville. I came down here for a visit. I visited twice in high school. I stayed 2 weekends, and I knew it was the place.
So I assume you like a lot of outdoors activities, things
Yeah.
like that.
Definitely, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your high school days. You said you played for Dad. What kind of a coach was he?
Well, that was more like when I was, 8.
Younger. All right.
Younger,
Well, if you
playing
can
for
remember that far, how
He was good. I mean, I don't even remember it that well. That ended early, and then started playing club soccer in high school for my coach up there.
We talked about it with some of the women's players, how soccer really is a 12-month sport, and it's really the culture here in this country and abroad of being able to play for different clubs and being able to do things like that. Do you ever get do you think you have an advantage doing that, or do you think maybe you would like a break before you go into the college season?
Yeah, I think a break is always good. I definitely think so. Like I know, like summer before coming into college, I definitely had some good time off because high school was a year-round ordeal. But here it's nice. It's pretty lax in the spring, which is good. At least I need that focus on school and stuff.
All right, Jackson. Well, thanks for your time and best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
It's Jackson Grimm, everybody. We'll be back.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the second half. We're underway with the Owls trailing at 3-0. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you here for this second half of action. It's our second doubleheader of 3 doubleheaders that we'll have. Our final doubleheader is coming up. Homecoming weekend is on Saturday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we'll have the doubleheader, men and women, taking on Berea College at 1 and 3 o'clock on Saturday of next week. That's not our next game, though. The next game is the women taking on Patrick Henry. That'll come up Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Owls turning it over here as Haley comes up with it. Pressgrove is offside, so the flag is up, and the Hawks will give the Owls another free kick. If you're just joining us, 3 goals in the first half for the Skyhawks. Phil Pressgrove scored his 10th of the year in the 9th minute on a deflection. In the 15th minute, Giovanni Villa with a header for his 2nd of the year. And Pressgrove is offside again. Then, late in the first half, Giovanni Villa scored again on another deflection in the 42nd minute. So, Giovanni Villa, the senior, came in. 1 goal, 2 assists. He's now got 3 goals and 2 assists on the season. Ball into the box by Ross. Nobody's home, though. 47th minute. Villa with the ball. Offside flag is up again, this time on d'Arenberg. A fall has come in. And it's going to stick around at least this weekend. We're expecting, although you know just as well as I do that none of the forecasters know what next Saturday is going to be like. But as of right now, next Saturday appears to be beautiful for homecoming. In fact, the whole weekend appears to be beautiful with temps in the low 70s, upper 60s, low 70s each day. So we're expecting pretty good weather coming up next week, although we'll see about that. Living in the mountains for a year and a half now, roughly, and first thing that I've learned is they don't know how to predict weather up here. Foul is called, free kick, and reaching up is, looks like we have a new keeper for the Skyhawks. 24 on my roster is Ricky Gilliard, so we know it's not him who's the keeper. So it's either Trevor Vordenbaum or TJ Clay. And actually, correction, it can only be Trevor Vordenbaum. So it's Trevor Vordenbaum who is the new keeper. Olvera's day is done. So Vordenbaum, the new keeper. Villa, top of the box. Fires it right at Pablo, though, who makes the nice save. Jose Pablo has been under the gun all season long. 53 saves on the year. Ranks in the top 20 in the USCAA. And he ranks 18th, actually, in the USCAA in that category. Pablo's done, and the Owls, as a team, have done as much as they can with what they've been given this year. Roster size, injuries, all kinds of things coming into play this year. So for the Owls to be standing with 2 victories so far at this point, I mean, you got to tip your cap to them. And they don't go easy either. Jackson Grimm, Temis, over on the near side. Oh, we got a Jimmy Franklin. I don't have him anywhere on my roster, so it's not Vordenbaum. It's Jimmy Franklin. Thank you to the Point fans for pointing that out. I don't have him anywhere on my roster. I'm looking, but I don't see him there. So Franklin is the keeper, and let's just call it limited appearances for Franklin, who's not even on the roster. You know, folks, he's 00 normally. I'll take your word for it. Franklin makes the play there. This is Martinez Ortiz. And now Knight, Pressgrove. Pressgrove, ball headed by Goodling. Ross looking for the counter. Salazar, Ross. Back to Goodling now. TMS at center circle. And that's going to go on a play, and they say it was touched by the defender for point. So a corner kick opportunity for a goal here for the Owls. 51st minute. Salazar will take the corner on the far side of your screen. Punched out by Franklin. DeArenberg. Martinez Ortiz. DeArenberg. Oh, bad ball by Goodling. One-on-one, Pressgrove. Pablo got a finger on it, but Pressgrove makes him pay for that. Pressgrove with 2 goals now on the afternoon. This one comes in the 52nd minute, and it's 4-0 now in favor of the Skyhawks. For Pressgrove, that's now his 11th goal of the season. And he will no doubt climb up on those rankings. He's currently 14th in the NAIA. And you folks who are Skyhawks fans can check after the game to see where he ranks once they get the stats and all that good stuff inputted. So 4-0 in favor of Point as they appear cruising towards a victory here today, which would be their 2nd of the year. Franklin. Carlos Howard, that ball deflected. And now the Skyhawks running out with it. Robeson trying to get there. Jackson Grimm. Jim deflected. Franklin able to make a play on it though. Franklin, Ross, Goodling, and it'll go out of play. It'll be a Skyhawks throw. Skyhawks lone victory up to this point, 2-1 against Clearwater Christian on September the 5th. DeArenberg. But as we talked about in the first half, if you're just joining us, don't let that fool you. The Skyhawks are much better than their 1-6-1 record. In fact, they've lost all 5 of their games, 5 of their 6 by 1 goal, and all 6 by 2 goals or less. So they've been in every game. It just hasn't gotten their way. Well, it's going their way here today. And a foul is called, which will give the Skyhawks an opportunity here on the set piece. Benton, DeArenberg, both around the ball. DeArenberg gives way, Benton takes it. And that's headed out by the Owls. Guerrero. Alejandro Guerrero's come on, the Californian. Gets the ball into the box, and a foul's going to be called. A little push on the Skyhawks. So the Owls will get a free kick. Skyhawks on the season, 13 goals on the year compared to 19 allowed. Pablo frustrated with himself there as he kicks it right out of play. DeArenberg now, Haley. Robeson. And a turnover. There's Ross, Marley Howard, Hawley. Hawley looking to get it back to Ross. Ross. And the offside flag is up. 55th minute. All Skyhawks here this afternoon. Skyhawks came in allowing just over 13 shots per game. have had some opportunities against the Skyhawks, but too quick and too deep. Here's Benton now, teeing it up, ball into the box. And it'll bounce. Pressgrove charging in. Comes up with it, plays it back to Benton. Martinez Ortiz, Benton, and a turnover here. Opportunity on the counterattack. Marley Howard. The defense is right back. Holly. Now here is Ross. Coming from behind is Villa to win it back. Guerrero. Villa. It's been a consistent blowing wind at our backs, which is somewhat strange because the wind, if it was at our backs, would be blowing from the south, which wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for the massive cold front that we've seen come through. That ball headed. Temus able to get it away as Pressgrove was charging in looking for a hat trick. We're going to get a couple of subs come on for the Skyhawks, and we'll tell you about these two gentlemen if they're on my roster. It is Michael Gear who's on, and coming back on, Simon Keeves. Corner kick, and it goes over everybody. Temus able to head it out. Guerrero. His pass over everybody's head. Dillingham. Holly, Dillingham now. Off the back heel. Marley Howard, Salazar now. Plays it back, Goodling. 58th minute. Carlos Howard looking to get it from Goodling. Again, the defense able to hold. Villa. And the ball comes looking for Pressgrove. Was Gear. And that ball deflects out of play. It'll be a throw for Warren Wilson. Dillingham will throw. By the way, the Owls' next game, I mentioned on homecoming against Berea. Berea's receiving top 20 votes for the USCAA. Remember, Berea used to be an NAIA member. Now they've joined the USCAA. And their men's soccer team, they're working on being a D3 program. You see that a lot in the USCAA. We talked to Matt Sims, the, what is he, the CEO, COO, C something OO of the USCAA. It's getting late in the doubleheader, folks. What can I tell you about that? That's kind of the difference between the USCAA and the NAIA, is the USCAA isn't threatened by the NCAA. If you want to be dual affiliated, you can certainly do that. The NAIA has a bit of a temper tantrum when you leave the NAIA. They won't talk to you. I was with a school once that was transitioning from NAIA to D2, and I tried to get an interview set up with somebody from the NAIA. Is Jackson Grimm with a distance effort that goes over the crossbar and out of play for a goal kick. So I tried to get an interview with the NAIA, and they had set it up, and then they found out we were leaving, and they wouldn't do an interview with me. Don't take it personal, NAIA. Franklin with the free kick. NAIA is mad at me, too. Carlos Howard. Yeah, it's a turnover. Point Skyhawks will get it back. You can ask them why. I don't know. Salazar with the looking for Hawley. Opportunity for Gear on the counter. Good defense by the Owls that time, though. Owls trying to get forward here. 60th minute, 30-19 left in the game. Here's trouble. Good defense by Grimm. Thanks to Jackson Grimm, by the way, for joining us at halftime, and all the players who did interviews with us before the season. Ball into the box. Goodling with a header. Oh, teed up nicely for Benton, but it's deflected. Owls hold firm there. Ross, now Marley Howard. Looking for Hawley. Hawley onside. Hawley one-on-one with Martinez Ortiz. And Martinez Ortiz wins the battle. To Arnberg. Keeves. Keeves tied up. Able to get it away though. Ball played forward, but nobody's home. Team is now Dillingham. Jackson Grimm. Ross over on the far side. Ross being bumped. Guerrero and Ross battling. And that's going to go over the line. It'll be a throw here in the 61st minute for the Skyhawks. Skyhawks will sub again. It'll be D'Arenberg who will come out. And coming on is Clark Sukaratana. God willing, I got that right. Sukaratana is on for the first time. Clark Sukaratana, the freshman from Hinesville, Georgia. 62nd minute. Marley Howard. Now Jackson Grimm. Grimm again from distance. Franklin watches it go out of play. It was deflected, and it is a corner kick. So the Owls get a corner as the wind continues to howl. We have a freeze warning, so we've skipped fall. We're past fall now, folks. We're going to get down to the 30s tonight. And guess who forgot to shut his windows at the house before he left? Salazar will take the corner kick here in the 63rd minute. Salazar. Oh, Grimm almost got a head on it. Wilkinson, I should say, tried for it. It's deflected, so the Owls will get another corner kick. So Salazar will take the jog to the other end of the pitch. Of course, I'm not complaining about the weather either. Not at all. Been waiting for this. Salazar. Ball kicked out. Wilkinson again. That was a better effort. Much better. But it goes for a goal kick. Fall is the best time of the year as far as I'm concerned. Martinez Ortiz, Sukaratana, and here's a ball from Knight. I didn't know if that stayed in play. That went on the line and stayed in play. Nice ball. Jackson Grimm, now it's cleared by Dillingham, and Gear. Sukaratana deflected. It goes out of play off of him. Carlos Howard. Here's Keeves, and Keeves is fouled. Keeves and Wilkinson tied up a little bit. Now Jackson Grimm comes over, and Keeves being told to calm down by Pressgrove. And now Keeves is going to talk to Wilkinson and pat on the back there. Heat of the moment, folks. No harm, no foul. It is a foul. Well, correction, it is a foul on Warren Wilson. It'll be a free kick now for the Skyhawks that Benton will take here in the 65th minute. Benton and slow. Wilkinson clears it out once and twice. Guerrero with the ball to the near side, Benton. And that's going to go on a play. Wilkinson. Now Keeves. Here's Pressgrove. Always dangerous. As a passer, he gets it to Villa. Villa with the cross. That's headed out by Grimm. Here's Ross on the far side. Marley Howard looking to go back, and it was either going to probably go out of play, so Howard did what he could with it. Pressgrove now. Over on the far side, Villa, and he'll watch it go behind for a corner kick. Corner kick upcoming for the Skyhawks, 66th minute. Skyhawks 2 goals from Villa, 2 goals from Pressgrove. Ball into the box, headed out by Jackson Grimm. Carlos Howard, a little push there. And the ball goes out of play off of the Skyhawks. So throw up coming now. And Temis will jog out to take the throw. Temis 3 goals on the season. He's up to 24 now, career goals. He's had 7 goals in each of his first 3 seasons. Will he get to 7 this year, or maybe even more than that? Who knows? Wilkinson lost it to Keeves. Pressgrove is onside, but Pablo gets there first. Here's Enrique. Graham Wilkinson. Marley Howard. Good defense again by Gear and the Skyhawks. Marley Howard. Now Keeves. Keeves gets it forward. 10 on 10. Pressgrove and Temis is able to flick it away. Played back now. Guerrero. Ball will be short of the post. Out of play, it'll be a goal kick. We're going to have a sub come on for Warren Wilson as Zach Ross will sit down. Luca Bicchieri, I believe, will come on. Bicchieri Jr., 5'10", 205 pounds from Ellensburg, Virginia. So Luca making his first appearance here this afternoon. Temis, Landon Dillingham, Bicchieri now. Luca's pass is a turnover. Benton comes up with it. Pressgrove. Pressgrove with the ball to Villa on the far side. Villa with a cross. Pressgrove! Oh, almost had a hat trick there. Pablo with a beautiful save. That was kind of a half scissor kick by Pressgrove there. I didn't want to give him a full scissor. But a terrific save by Pablo. Marley Howard, a little grabbing and pulling, and he's going to be called for the foul there, rightly so. So free kick upcoming now for the Skyhawks. It'll be taken on the near side of your screen by Martinez Ortiz. Martinez Ortiz from Puerto Rico, the senior. Actually gives way, and Knight will take it. Knight gets it into the box, headed by Grimm, followed up by Benton, who took the shot but missed it wide to the right. 69th minute, make it 70th minute. 20 minutes and 53 seconds left to play here in this one. Skyhawks, as I mentioned in the first half, in the middle of a road trip. They're going to finish up the 3-game road trip on October 8th. At Bryan College, a 7 p.m. match, and then they will return home on October 15th to take on Milligan. So 2 Appalachian Athletic Conference games coming up for the Skyhawks. Skyhawks appear on their way to win number 2 on the year, and I know there's mostly Owls fans watching this game, but you got to feel good for the Skyhawks. If you're a Skyhawks fan, it's been such a tough season with all of those one-goal losses and all of those close games. To be able to get a victory here today before heading back into conference play, start feeling good about yourself. Right now, Point is 0-3 in conference play, but you start feeling good about yourself again, and you know, Bryan and Milligan don't look so fearsome. Meanwhile, for the Owls, they've competed well in most of their games. They had a tough game against Tennessee Temple the other day, last Saturday, where they lost 7-1, but they've held their own against the Skyhawks here this afternoon. They will likely go to 2-6, but at this point, not a bad effort. Coming off of one of their most complete home games in a couple of years. 2 weeks ago against Southern State Community College. They won that 3-1 and looked dominant doing so. Against the Southern State team, that's a very good attacking team. They shut them down for most of the game, did the Owls. The Owls will have an opportunity against a tough Berea team on homecoming as well. So the Owls have a few more home games coming up. We talked about the Berea game. There's a game coming up later on. And then they're going to go to Johnson University. That's a winnable game at Johnson. That's October 16th, and we're going to broadcast that one for you. And I got to say, folks, I got to give the Johnson folks credit. I just talked to their athletic director and their men's soccer coach, Ken Underwood, this week. The folks at Johnson purchased for us, just for our little dog and pony show, they purchased a nice little high-rise for the camera. So they are rolling out the welcome wagon for the Owl Sports Network there at Johnson University, and we're going to broadcast that game again on the 16th. Corner kick now for Benton, 72nd minute. It's low. Salazar deflected it. Benton hits it back. Benton with the cross. That'll be cleared out by the Owls. Guerrero fires it into the back of the net. Boy, I didn't know. I thought that was going to be short of the post, but Guerrero is able to score here in the 73rd minute to make it 5-0. So Guerrero scores his first of the season, the senior from California. And the Hawks are piling them up now against the Owls here with 17:36 left to go. Burke over on the far side. Wilkinson, Goodling now. Back to Burke. Another turnover. Keeves unable to make a go of it, though. Here's Wilkinson. Temus. Looking for Marley Howard. Marley looking for Bikieri, but the defender, Sukaratana, is there first. Off the back heel, Temus to Howard. Temus gets it again on the turnover by Sukaratana. Looking for Hawley. That's deflected and cleared out by the Skyhawks. Dillingham comes running in, but it's last touch by Warren Wilson. 74th minute, and the Skyhawks will throw it in. And we've got another foul called here. So just to finish up, 2 more home games for Warren Wilson, then 2 more on the road. We talked about Johnson University, and then the Owls will finish up the season at Toccoa Falls. It'll be Martinez Ortiz to take take the free kick here. 75th minute now. That ball headed. And what is this now? Another foul called on the Owls. So it'll be a free kick, and it'll be taken just outside 18. Who will take it? There's 3 players around the ball. Pressgrove, no doubt looking for Pressgrove and Villa also around the ball. And our mystery man, number 26. See if you can find out who that number 26 is. It's Pressgrove giving way. Villa fires it, and Villa scores! In the back of the net, Giovanni Villa completes the hat trick for him. Came in with 1 goal. He will leave with at least 4 after scoring a hat trick, and in the 76th minute, makes it now 6-0 in favor of the Hawks.
Okay, thank you.
26 is
I got you. Red Vani.
Eden Redvani. Okay. Thank you. So the Owls now trail 6-0, and a host of subs have come on for points. Robeson has returned. Harper, Donovan Harper is on for the first time. And TJ Clay, the sophomore from Albany, Georgia, also on for the first time. Handball there. Boy, that was close to a cardable handball. I mean, Harper just reached his hand right out. 76th minute, the Owls will get a free kick here. Wilkinson will take it. Wilkinson, Chippy, headed by Grimm, but short of the post. Franklin didn't have to move too much there as it goes for a goal kick. Martinez Ortiz. Clay, Harper now. Headed by Bikieri. Marley Howard. Clay able to get it. Clay down the pitch. Turning up his motors is Keeve. Keeve into the box. Pablo is there, and he gloves it. Oh, good God. Who is it? And that's what number? All right. 3 is apparently Alec Aiken. So, my apologies. All I can do, folks, is print the rosters off of the website, and whatever happens, happens. Radvani will take the free kick. What do we got here? We're in the 77th minute. Let's keep that clock moving. Radvani headed out by Grimm. So it'll be a throw by the Skyhawks. And Guerrero will take it over on the far side, assuming that's his name. Next time, I need the card, everybody. Just show me your IDs. Guerrero crosses it. Pressgrove. Team is trying now for the counter. Marley Howard's onside. Franklin able to head it. Teamus. Wilkinson. Martinez Ortiz. Pressgrove. Had it and lost it. Salazar, Bikieri now for the Owls. Jackson Grimm. Teamus trying to beat Franklin, and Franklin able to clear, and boy does he ever clear it. That went to the tops of the pine trees. Get a shot of the pine trees over there. I mean, he hit it above the pine trees. Keep going up. Can you go up? It was above that, folks. So Timus will throw it in. It's not a corner kick. So Enrique will throw it. Watch out for the power chords, Enrique. Timus, long throw into the box. That's headed out. Salazar trying to get there, but Keeves got it. Keeves collides with Burke. Burke shoots it into the box. No trouble for Franklin there, though, as it was well to the right of the post. 79th minute now. Here's Clay. That's going to go out of play. Martinez Ortiz with the throw. Salazar tried to get there first. Gear is there. Martinez Ortiz. Now Bikieri for the Owls. Bikieri tries to keep possession. Timus, that goes off of the Skyhawks. Holly, unable to do much with it. Guerrero. Now here's Clay. Clay, low ball, and Pablo able to pick it up. That ball headed by Aiken. Radvani. Now Robeson. Over on the far side, Guerrero. Keeves. Robeson plays it forward. Guerrero gave it a run. Good defense by Goodling over on the far side, though. Here's Pressgrove at center circle. 81st minute now, 9:49 left to play here in the match. Ball deflects to Jose Pablo, and he will pick it up. Folks, a reminder, our next broadcast is coming up on Tuesday. The women take on Patrick Henry. It'll be at 3 p.m. And that's our next one. Next Owls game, as we've mentioned, but if you're just joining us, we'll be on homecoming Saturday. Owls will take on Berea. It's a doubleheader. The Owls women will play at 1. The men will play at 3, much like we had today. Ball deflected. Timus again will throw it in. And it comes right to Franklin, who picks it up. Franklin with the throw. Over on the far side, Sukaratana. Lost it. Salazar came up with it, but the ball goes out of play. I think Alex G came back on. I think that's him over on the far side of your screen, who tried to keep it in unsuccessfully. Owls, as we mentioned the last time we talked a couple of weeks ago, able to add a couple of players to the roster. Bresco tries for the cross. It's cleared out. Keeves tried to play it off his foot. And that's Landon Dillingham with the clear. Martinez Ortiz, Big Kieri colliding. And it's played off of the Owls. Throw goes back to Robeson. Robeson all the way down the pitch. A new Skyhawk has come on. It's Ivan Munoz, the sophomore from Gainesville, Georgia. And he is, I believe, playing in the right midfielder spot. 83rd minute. It has been all Hawks here this afternoon. Here's Clay. Pressgrove. Gear. Robeson. Now Aiken. Over on the far side of your screen, Radvani. Radvani with the ball to Pressgrove. Pressgrove. Low ball into the box, and the Owls able to clear. Still danger, though. There's a shot coming right at the keeper, Pablo, from Sukaratana, I believe. Bikieri. Timus. Ball deflected, and it'll go behind. Timus will throw it in quickly here. looking for Luca. Bikieri. A turnover. Keeves. Keeves on a hop. Hits it right to Pablo. 84th minute now. 6:34 remaining in the ballgame. Aiken. There's Clay. Plays it over to Munoz. Robeson. And that'll be cleared out by Jackson Grimm. Holly. Chi over on the far side. It's cleared out of play, so it'll be a Warren Wilson throw. Alex will take it. Far side of center circle here in the 85th minute. That ball deflected. Dylan Callahan also came back on, and it goes off of him, and now Graham Wilkinson is down. So while he's down, we'll take care of some business here. Reminder, folks, you can follow us on Twitter at WWC Athletics. And you can also be friends with the Owls on Facebook. Just search for Warren Wilson Owls on Facebook. And for those of you interested in following with us all year long on YouTube, you can subscribe to the Owls YouTube channel when you subscribe. Or if you have a Google account, you can also set reminders and get put the games on your calendars and get text alerts when the games are about to start and all that good stuff just by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Now soccer's starting to wrap up. We're looking forward to basketball. We released the broadcast schedule on Thursday. You can head to WarrenWilsonOwls.com and look that over. We will have 39 basketball broadcasts, possibly 38 or 39, plus a swimming match, and also the Hall of Fame induction ceremonies, which are coming up this Friday. So if you don't have a ticket to that, you can watch it online. Carlos Howard. And that goes out of play. It'll be a throw. Carlos Howard will throw quickly. Bikieri. 87th minute now. Ball by Keeves. Here's Clay. Robeson. Putting it forward. Giving it a good run. Munoz. And that goes behind for a corner kick off of Chi. So another corner kick upcoming for the Skyhawks. It'll be taken by Keeves. Keeves booms it in, and it comes right to Jose Pablo, who makes a play on it. Simon Keeves, the freshman. Now here's Temus on the counterattack. Temus, Franklin came up and did just enough to disrupt, and Temus had to force it short of the post. So it will be a goal kick. 2:45 remaining here in this one. Chris Sheeman here with you on a chilly, what's turning into a chilly fall night. The sun is set, and there's some folks in the stands, and there's some folks in the broadcast perch here as well, doing a little shivering. That ball down the pitch. Pressgrove trying to chase it down. It's cleared by Pablo. Temus trying to make something happen, headed it, and he got fouled by Aiken. So Aiken commits the foul. And the Owls with an opportunity to get a goal here off of a set piece. Salazar will take the free kick. Minute 40 left to go, 89th minute. A four-man wall for the Skyhawks here. Salazar chips it, and that's headed out. Salazar plays it into the box. Offside flag is up, though. Jackson Grimm is offside. So Franklin will take the goal kick here. And now, oh, little chippy here. Well, you don't want to see this at the end of a game as Keeves shoved Burke. That's not what you want for either side. And we're going to get a yellow card to both of them. So both players picking up the yellow card here late with 43 seconds left to go. I mean, it's just futile to have that kind of display, especially at this stage of the game. You got 44 seconds left. The game's been decided for some time. All into the box. Jackson Grimm. Oh, it goes just over the crossbar. Grimm, who collided with Franklin, the keeper. It's a goal kick now with 24 seconds left to go as Franklin will kick it. Here is Clay. It's headed by, or cleared by Burke. 7 seconds left to go. Burke slides. Now here's Keeves who tries it. No trouble for Pablo, and that's how the game comes to an end. 6-0 in favor of the Skyhawks, who improved to 2-6-1 on the year. The Owls move to 2-6 on the season. Next up for Warren Wilson, homecoming Saturday. They'll take on Berea at 3 p.m. It's part of a doubleheader that starts at 1 p.m. Our next broadcast is women's soccer, as the ladies will take on Patrick Henry Tuesday at 3 p.m., so be sure to come on back for that. Folks, appreciate you sticking around with us all afternoon. Hope that you've enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. Once again, your final, it's 0.6, Warren Wilson 0. We'll talk to you again